Well, welcome back. The judge presiding over Hunter Biden's criminal case is threatening his legal team with sanctions. One of Hunter's lawyers allegedly lied to the clerk's office about who she was, pretending to be a Republican lawyer to remove IRS whistleblower testimony from the record. She makes believe she's on the Republican side, saying, "We decided we want this removed from the record." Hunter's legal team is denying these accusations. They write the matter appears to be, quote, an unfortunate and unintentional miscommunication between a staff member at our firm and employees of the court. We're just hours away from Hunter Biden appearing in a Delaware courtroom this morning, where he is expected to plead guilty to federal tax and gun charges. The allegations expected to come up in today's hearing, and his plea deal could now be in jeopardy because of this upset with the lawyers making believe there's someone they're not. Joining me right now is former NYPD inspector, the opsdesk.org founder and lawyer, Paul Mauro. Paul, great to see you. Thanks very much for being here. You helped break this story yesterday. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, it was just happenstance. So obviously, Hunter Biden's due today, 10 a.m. with his team to finalize this plea deal. We haven't seen the contours of this deal. Now, why does that matter? Because we don't know what's in it. And that matters because if it is global enough, it doesn't matter what we learn about Hunter in the future. The Republicans could have the House, they could have the Senate, they could have the White House. He'll be double jeopardied out from whatever they put into this deal. So everybody wants to see what's in it, including myself. So I'm watching the docket last night. I'm refreshing. This is yesterday afternoon. Instead of seeing the plea deal, which we should have seen by now, I see this other drama starting to develop right on the docket. And what essentially emerges is, Maria, as you said, it begins to become apparent that the lawyers for the House Ways and Means, and Mr. Kittley, has filed evidence that he could not get Merrick Garland or David Weiss, the prosecutors on this case, to look at. They have this mountain of stuff that they've uncovered in House Ways and Means. I've never seen a prosecutorial team less interested in the evidence that can help their case. If these guys have been going after Alex Murdaugh, he'd be running around bumping off his family members still.
Wow.
So it's amazing that they're just completely disinterested in this mountain of whistleblower stuff, emails, money.
Who's disinterested?
David Weiss, the prosecutor down in Delaware, he just doesn't want to see it. So what happens? At the last minute, because they can't get DOJ's attention, they take this thing, they file it with the court, and essentially what they say, they call it an amicus brief. Essentially what they're saying to the judge is, Your Honor, you got to look at this. It needs to be considered in this case. Hunter's lawyers obviously light up. They don't want it. They start to oppose this. And apparently, one of their attorneys called the clerk, pretended to be, this is the allegation, on Mr. Kittley's team, the House Ways and Means lawyer, and said, take it down.
That's unbelievable. What about this plea deal and the fact that I don't understand how the IRS could prosecute not paying your taxes on income, but not investigate where the income is coming from? And we've got the whistleblower testimony. We've got these bank records from the House Oversight Committee, which clearly indicate 20 shell companies, money from foreigners going to these shell companies, eventually distributed to the Biden family members. How do you ignore that?
It's incomprehensible. And when you consider that some of the benefits, and this is the real rub, as we all know, thanks to the whistleblower investigation, if this is followed through to its logical end, we all know where it's going to terminate. That's how high the stakes are, because it's all going to lead to the White House. And so that's why, despite the fact that it looks so fugazi, to use the term, nobody wants to know because the stakes are just too high. And consider something else, which we never actually remember. He's up on a gun charge as well. That's the felony. Now, under the plea deal, that's just going to go away, right? How convenient. So the next time we have a shooting or we talk about urban crime and the White House comes out and starts telling us guns, 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 remember the fact that Hunter Biden is a convicted gun perp.
Yeah.
And the statute,
he will serve no time.
Serve no
and
time.
Typically, it's 5 years.
And the statute is precisely designed to protect against what he did. We don't want heavy narcotics users to use guns because we can't trust them with
Unbelievable.
it. He's a heavy narcotics user. The gun ends up in a convenience store garbage can.
And don't forget what else we should focus on when Joe Biden starts coming out and telling us to pay your fair share.
Right.
Go ahead, Todd.
It's a complete mess, but I want to focus on two things. One, this judge has a lot of decisions to make today. This is not necessarily a rubber stamp for all the points that you articulated at the outset. Second, as a lawyer, let me be brutally honest and 100% clear about this. if the actions, these shenanigans as alleged are true, this is not normal. This is not the back and forth of litigation. This is illegal and unethical and is something that lawyers do not do. Lawyers do shady things. Lawyers play on the margins. This is so beyond the pale. This is something that we interviewed a lawyer on my show earlier, had never heard of anything like this. This is not a thing in the law. If proven true, we're talking disbarment. We're talking disbarment.
I had to keep reading it because I couldn't believe what I was reading.
And I think the American people are watching. I mean, we are in an election year. Half of Americans, Ipsos has reported it, every poll you see say that there is favorable treatment. And I think finally people are seeing through the lines of partisanship beyond really following the rule of law. So this is going to impact also what's coming in 2024. And it will all build up to, it's going to be important to see how the House GOP responds to this. Are they spending too much or too little in this issue so that the American people get the full benefit of seeing through the, in between the lines of what's happening.
Well, we'll see if actually sanctions are delivered here.
I mean, look,
and if this, whoever it was on their team is held accountable.
Right
Probably
now,
not.
as the people, we don't have a friend in the room. The stakes are that high. It comes down to this judge. I mean, the prosecutors don't seem to be interested in our equities here. Remember, a plea deal's a deal. We're supposed to get something out of it.
Wow.
The people of America have been forgotten in this thing. Obviously, we're not getting anything from Hunter's side. The integrity of the criminal justice system, from where I sit, resides today at 10 a.m. with this judge.
Tatters. It's in tatters. This two-tier system of justice is really unbelievable. Paul, thank you.
Thank you.
Paul Mauro joining us.